Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? 7:26 a.m. Friday the 13th. Okay, so we got CPI coming out here. I wanted to be on there so we could see it live when it happens. We'll see if I think that thing comes in line. They've been pretty much in line for the last year. There has been really, maybe out of the last year, we've had two disappointments. So we'll see what, if anything, transpires there. All right, so got a couple things that we need to look at. Got some morning, some stocks that are moving around this morning. All right, seeing tech here starting to rear its head a little bit. Cisco, man, triggered a whole bunch of problems to the downside. I still think I'm going to watch Cisco because I think he can get back in this thing, but you're going to have to give it some time, all right? When I say give it the 3-dayer, you might want to give it a little bit more than that, okay? So AI continues to just not get right, okay? If that's the best way to say it. I mean, Apple down 11% yesterday. That's the biggest move in over a year to the downside on a single day. All right, so I see it a little bit better here this morning. Just kind of licking the wounds, man, licking the wounds on some of these stocks on the move, like Cisco and Apple. That really were the two big ones that kind of triggered. We got a couple ones this morning here that are trying to get better. So let's take a look at that. All right, so I'll finish with the futures. AMAT much better this morning here. Okay, AMAT gets an earnings beat. All right, and holding up pretty darn well. Why? Oh my God, this is. Hold on a second. Let me change this. Jesus, every time. All right, 1 second here. Okay. All right. That's your global satellite. All right, AMAT. This is what we're looking at, folks. Okay. As you see right here, this is our overnight. It's been trading kind of choppy on the overnights for sure, but AMAT much better this morning. All right, so we're looking at up about $34 and change to the upside. Closed at 328.39. We're trading at 360. On the button right now, 364 on the button. All right, so AMAT, nice move to the upside. We're going to get expansion, and we're going to get all the way back up into this here. I think that's going to be all-time highs, guys, 364 and change. All right, so AMAT, much better. Again, it was an earnings beat. And it's a little over 10% this morning. All right, so AMAT much better. We'll see if we can get some relief out of any of these things, but we'll see. Coinbase really tied into the Bitcoin closely. Bitcoin continues to suffer. We can't seem to get back out of the 60,000 range. I don't know. It keeps, 67, 68. It just seems like, once they got up to that 124,000, it was like, I sold some like up in that area. I should have sold it all, but I don't have a lot of it. I don't play around too much with this crypto business, but like I said, I should have sold it all up there. All right, so Coinbase is better this morning, guys, and considerably better. And there was a loss on revenue. All right, so Coinbase lost money on revenue, and despite that, she's better. All right, so Coinbase. What do we get here? We're up? We're up about a little over 8% this morning here. Closed at 141.09. We're trading at 151.51 right now. All right, so better coming up on this guy. And on our daily, we're going to come up. We're still going to be stuck inside day here. To get outside of that day, it's going to take 153.20. All right, so we're not taking day up or anything here. So no hurry on Coinbase at all. All right, we'll see if anything starts to move there. It's been descending, as you can see. It's just been really kind of coming down. And again, kind of following the Bitcoin a bit, kind of looking the same charts. He had that 2-2 up and failed. All right, so that's called the old triangle out again. All right, so Coinbase better this morning on earnings that weren't great. All right, ANET, A-N-E-T. I want to say that ANET is one of our cloud stocks. This is an Arista. So Arista coming back down here. Arista's, what do we got Arista here? Much better here. All right. Closed at 135.12. We're trading at $147.66 there right now. Watching the futures as we see the CPI numbers are out now, and not much happening here. Let's take a quick look. All right, there is your diamonds. All right, there's your diamonds. Kind of ran up 495. I'm still sticking with my 491 for my support level. We'll see if we can hold. See if today we just kind of lick the wounds and see if we can try to get back something, right? So diamonds better this morning, and so CPI does come in a little bit cooler than we thought. All right, so there was a move that was made to the upside right there, as you see on diamonds, and then you see the SPY kind of spiked up a little bit there, and now starting to come back in. So we'll see what holds there. Busted through. I'm going to give you guys new numbers on SPY. I could give you this right now on the SPX. On the SPX, I'm up at where am I here? I'm at 6,900 to the upside. We're traded at 60 down to 68.05 yesterday. So my number on exhaustion on resistance is going to be 6,900, and then my to the downside I'm going to be around 6,700. All right, so we'll see what happens with all of that business. Okay, so those are my numbers there on your SPX. 6,900 to the highs, 67 to the lows. All right, SPX, there you go. All right, and then we'll look at the Qs. All right, there's your triple Qs. Triple Qs coming back down again. Made a nice move up with the CPI numbers. So they're kind of digesting some of the numbers now. So we'll still see what's happening. But I'm seeing that they were a little cooler than expected. All right, so we'll see if anything happens out of that. Triple Qs. All right, we'll go back to where we were. We were talking about ANET, and that is Arista, A-N-E-T. All right, here's our ANET. So nice move here. All right, closed at 135.12. Trading at 147.25. All right, so we're taking back up in here to get, looks like to triangle out. We're going to have to get all the way back up to here, guys, at 151, 151.63-ish. All right, so this is going to be a nice move up to the upside here. You're going to have a gapper, nice gapper up on Arista. You'll probably get some guys that'll be coming in and selling on that gap up. All right, you probably will see some of that. All right, they've been waiting. Maybe they've been waiting. Okay, so on we're up a little over the 9%. All right, on ANET. Nice move here today. See if anything comes of that. Rivian, man, Rivian blasted. I don't know, what did I say on there about Rivian? Rivian soaring, man, to the upside, right? On a huge beat on earnings, and revenue was okay, but guidance was good. And Rivian is getting the results this morning, $17.63. We got a gapper coming up here. You're probably going to see some sellers come in on that, waiting for this thing to make a move. It'll be interesting today to watch this one. I don't think I would go chasing around with this one here. I would kind of wait out and see what's happening. This is a big move here on Rivian. What are we up? We're up over 21% this morning. All right, so very nice move here on the EVs. We'll see if the rest of the cars, so the electric vehicles, and we'll look at Toyota. We'll look at that Honda Motors. Honda Motor been hot. And then we'll take a look at General Motors and Ford. So I'll kind of watch those as well. We'll see if anything blends in with that. All right, so Rivian moving. What's Tesla doing? 416.23, slightly lower right now. All right, so there's your Rivian. DraftKings, man, just got it had the under. DraftKings had the under, and they're under. They're underwater. All right, coming back down here now on the daily. All right, look at this. Look at this thing. Back into this 21 area. All right, so we're really starting to. This thing has already been getting killed. So we'll see. There you go. It's been down to where are we at right now? Which right now DraftKings is trading at 21.12. All right, 21.12 rush. All right, 21.12 right in this area here is where we're going to be gapping down. I'm going to say this about DraftKings. This thing's already been down pretty good. This might be a I'm going to watch this one close. There might be a trade in this thing. All right, this thing's already been punished. All right, getting knocked out again. Now, the numbers aren't great. So we'll see. I think it's already been. I think it's a little bit exhaustion to the downside. I guess that's a safe way to say it. All right, I think it is for sure. All right, so keep an eye on that DraftKings. There might be a trade in there, but I wouldn't go too crazy with anything right now. The way the markets are acting after yesterday, it was just like kind of a kind of creepy day down, and that's what we had. All right, so DraftKings, that's a miss. We got Zscaler, ZS. I'm looking at some of the other cybers, and I don't see much happening. But we got a little bit of a move here now from 170.90, trading up 173.50. All right, so we're still stuck in the 2-day pattern, so we're not even getting out of there. 175. 175.81 to get out of that one. Okay, it's been coming straight down, as you can see. We know that these cybers are still not right. And then we'll see. All right, I just don't like them. I don't like them still. Okay. I talked about some of the nuclears, right? So Oklahoma. Where the winds come sweeping across the plains, 64-69, trying to come back, trying to save the week here at this point. All right, you got shooter down on week. All right, that's the high of 76-78. All right, so what are we looking for? We're looking for that 2-1-2 week back down, and gets us back into that 50-ish number, and I'd be very intrigued to see what happens there. Okay, now again, we got to get into that 50, that 59, 58, 57, somewhere in there. I think there might be a spot for us to be taking a look at Oklahoma and see if these things can turn around. All right, they're still so far out. It's like this Oklahoma. These guys are not going to be done building these things until 2034, 2035. So, and it made that huge move up to $178. That's a beacon. Ain't getting back to there anytime soon. But anywhere below 60, I'm intrigued. All right, that's all I can say. I'm a little intrigued. All right, and then SMR, that's another one that's in there. This new scale, this thing really fell apart as well. All right, so same story here. It broke the 2-week down. All right, so we're gonna watch the weeks, and we'll see if something starts to transpire where we can look for a trade. All right, I watched this one too. UEC, this thing's kind of descending here as well now. They've been coming down. So if you notice, the whole group is kind of moving to the downside here a little bit. So I'm paying attention to that. Constellation Energy Group, 279, but I don't know. Something come back and it came back inside. All right, so Constellation Energy Group, watch it. You're 2 on the week, so you're a little better on this one coming into a Friday. We'll see what happens with that. All right, I'm looking at the Mag 7, 187.70 on NVIDIA, slightly higher. Google, 309, unchanged. Apple is pretty much unchanged. Apple got its butt kicked yesterday. Let that thing marinate for a few days. Apple will get their act back together. And Microsoft, we know that getting through 423, 24, once that becomes our support level, then Microsoft will start to go higher. But until then, if it breaks below, we broke down yesterday to 300 and change. Sorry, I missed that one. Coming down here yesterday, we got down to 397.90. So keep an eye on those numbers down there. If they get down there, maybe. But the trade on AI is not over yet, and there's still fly in the ointment. All right, so sit tight. All right, that's about all I got. I got you get your gapper list. Your gapper list, you can catch me over there on the Discord. And you guys can catch me on, I'm going to be on Instagram now too. So you know that. You'll start seeing me on Instagram soon. All right. And then obviously I put a lot of stuff out on Twitter. All right. So check me out and let's see what today brings. All right. 16 minutes. Not bad. All right. I got to go. All right. Be good. Be good. Friday the 13th. Be careful. Cubbies are starting soon. Catchers and pitchers this week. Yeah. All right. Be good.